Hey, hello! Today we will show you in this video our project about sound waves frequencies and how they are related to different water volumes in the recipient. As we all know, when we hit an object, it produces sound, and when the variables change, the intensity of the sound waves is affected. This phenomenon can be used to produce music. There is a known kind of musical production that consists in using bottles filled with different volumes of liquid that make each bottle emit a different note. Thinking about those different sounds produced, we asked ourselves, how different recipient measurements and water volumes in it affect the frequency of the vibrations produced when the container surface is hit by a unit impulse. Our goal is to determine that. But acoustics is a complex science, so we will focus on the graphical analysis of our experiment. So here is our methodology. For our experiment we used boron glass 3.3 beakers of different volumes, two of which were 400 ml, however with different heights and diameters, a glass stick, water, and methylene blue and orange food coloring, just for better visualization of the experiment. The three beakers were taken to a place with less noise interference so that the emitted sounds could be recorded more clearly by the three microphones used. The beakers and a glass stick were used to produce the sounds. They were chosen because they are made of the same material, so the material would not be a variable considered in the final result. The beakers were tested empty, then filled with water and with a mix of water and methylene blue or orange food coloring, although there were no significant differences in the results of the tests containing water and the mix of water and methylene blue or the food coloring. The data collected with software Audacity was then analyzed.
The results we obtained from the experiments were plotted in four different graphics, where the x-axis represents time and the y-axis represents the sound frequencies. One of the major problems of analyzing those graphics was defining the sound-to-noise ratio that differentiates what is environmental noise from what is the intended sound recorded. With this in mind, the easiest moments to differentiate what is sound from what is noise are the peak points in the graphs. Though we noticed a strange pattern in the peaks of the graphs that caught our attention. According to theory, frequencies should diminish as we raise the water volume inside the recipients. But we noticed the recipients containing more water reached higher notes at the peaks of the graphs. This pattern maintained itself, even when we changed the amount of water, and even when we changed the recipients, and even when we changed both. Of course, we should keep in mind that this was a quick study developed by students in a short amount of time. We haven't ran lots of experiments and we didn't have professional equipment for this kind of work. Your exploration of other sound variables and higher recording precisions could help clarify this problem. In conclusion, the study mostly corresponded to what was expected, with the sound frequencies decreasing as the water volumes increases, with the only exception of this being the peaks of the graphs.